Thank you so much for coming to talk to us, Jessica. So if you could just start off by telling me who you are and the organisation that you work for.
So I'm Jessica Cheng. I lead our corporate partnerships practice here at Plug and Play Insurtech across the European region. So just kind of like looking into different opportunities across the Insurtech region throughout the EMEA space.
Fantastic. And if you could just talk a little bit about what Plug and Play Insurtech actually does.
So Plug and Play, we're actually a venture capital firm at our foundation, at our core. We started investing in startups 20 years ago. Some of the most prominent Insurtech names are like Hippo, Tractable, and most recently Vestu is our Israeli Insurtech company. But on the other hand, we also do a lot of corporate innovation activities where we work with 75 insurers globally, just trying to understand what their needs are when it comes to innovation. Could be identifying the trends in the whole area, identifying what is relevant to the organization and ultimately translating that into what type of startup solutions they could integrate into their business and creating that tangible outcome and value for them.
Fantastic. And could you just talk a little bit about your role there as well?
So my role, I'm kind of leading our partner success practice in Munich, which is our insurance European hub. Just making sure that our partnerships are successful, delivering the right kind of results to them, making sure that innovation brings ROI to the company. But on the other hand, also expanding our platform a little bit more into new markets and new regions for us.
Wonderful. So what are the key trends you're seeing at the moment in the Insurtech space?
Yeah, I mean, in terms of trends, I feel like people talk about customer centricity a lot and customer engagement. I think insurers are still trying to crack the code of customer engagement. There's still a lot to be done. That's why I think we also heard a lot of these topics over time again and again. But I think personally it's also kind of targeting new customer segments, like how are we going to reach Gen Zs, because they speak a new language, they have new needs. It's very different from what insurers are used to. And on the other spectrum is also on I would call it the new silver economy. So people in the elderly population, but why new? Because they're very used to the digital space and they have different interests. They want to get back into society. They want to go back into, work, community. So there are different areas to look into there. And I think ultimately, personally, as a woman myself, kind of also understanding how insurers play a huge role in financial literacy for women. And also what we looked into recently is how to kind of reduce the gender pension gap. I think that's kind of prominent across the European region.
And what's next for Plug and Play this year? Have you got any exciting developments coming?
Definitely, of course. I mean, we'd love to kind of expand our footprint across Europe, getting new clients on board, looking into markets like the Nordics, Spain, Portugal, Netherlands. I think these are really interesting areas for us to develop more into. And on the other hand, from the startup side, it's kind of understanding what new companies there are in the markets, identifying good opportunities that we can invest in. And we recently launched our CVC, so Corporate Venture Capital as a Service offering. So kind of strengthening that a little bit more, helping large incumbents to develop their CVC arms and play a part in also investments into startups.
Sounds absolutely fantastic. And how have you found Insurtech this year?
Absolutely loved it. I love the energy over the past 2 days. There's a lot of relevant stakeholders present here today. A lot of bright minds that I've spoken to so far, and I think it's essentially the event to go to if you're passionate about driving the whole Insurtech agenda forward.
Well, we wish you luck with the event and thank you so much for talking to us.
Thank you for having me.